Once a giant, always a giant. For me, it's only a giant.
What's up YouTube, Diggy546. Definitely hit that subscribe button if you're new, like the video if you like the video, and I won't tell if you click that bell. But let's go ahead and get into this. So Lorenzo Carter had a standout game yesterday in that scrimmage that Joe Judge ran. It was pretty much a simulation game. Everything was the same. There were jersey swaps at the end of the game. Pretty much an exact preseason game that he ran between him and Patrick Graham. They were both on either sideline and they coached against each other. It was run like a preseason game in the way that Daniel Jones didn't play the whole game, and there was actually some tackling going on. Of course, the quarterbacks weren't getting tackled to the ground, but I saw a couple of guys get tackled to the ground. With Lorenzo Carter standing out like this, we have to determine if this is a good thing or a bad thing. Of course, it's a good thing that he's having a good game, but with his history of not being that effective of a pass rusher, if he's being unblockable, then you would say that our offensive line might not be as good as we originally thought. For the sake of this video, I'm gonna just focus on how good Lorenzo Carter was instead of how bad someone else was, because I'm gonna take it at face value that he's just improved. So he's definitely someone that we've been waiting to make his presence felt. He's in like the top 4 or 5% athletic combine athletes in the history of the entire NFL combine. He ran a 4.5 at 250 pounds. He can play, at that point he had played defensive end, outside linebacker. He had played a lot of different places because of his pure athleticism in college, and he was seen as someone that was a steal in that third round for us. At one point I even thought that he should move to inside linebacker because his coverage grading was so good, and when you see him cover someone, he was able to stay with them just because he's that great of an athlete. And also when he was pass rushing, he wasn't as effective as you would want him to be, who's someone who's that athletic with long arms and that much quickness and that much strength. First year he had 4 sacks. Last year he had 4.5 sacks. So pretty much no improvement. Everyone expected him to make a jump last year, but he didn't really improve much. And this is the make it or break it year for him. And he had 4.5 sacks 2019, and then yesterday in the scrimmage he had 4.5 sacks. So if he can have games like that in the actual regular season, that's going to be huge for us. Because if you have someone like him who can use his athleticism and be that dynamic pass rusher, I don't expect the guy to be like Von Miller. I don't expect him to be like a Hall of Fame pass rusher, because I just haven't seen that from him yet. Maybe he will, maybe he won't, but I haven't seen that from him yet. But if he can be a guy that gets 8 to 12 sacks this year, and Marcus Golden can give you what he gave you last year, and Kyler Fackrell can be that guy that he was the year before last year, before he got benched because of those 2 monsters in Green Bay on the edges. If you can have 3 guys like that, that makes me feel a lot better about Xavier McKinney being out until November, DeAndre Baker being a complete idiot, Sam Beal opting out. It makes me feel a lot better. And then with the addition of Darnay Holmes, and James Bradbury is going to be solid, we know that. It makes me feel a lot better about this defense, because I was under the impression that this was going to be a horrible defense once that Xavier McKinney thing happened. But if this guy can step up and be a force, that's going to change everything. To go into depth about what happened on these plays, one time he beat Andrew Thomas, just pretty much outright. Probably cut the corner on him. There's no footage of it, but one time he beat Andrew Thomas. So, you know, he's a rookie, he's learning. Hopefully that doesn't happen week 1, but beat him that first time. Second time, Andrew Thomas was engaged with Leonard Williams, and he pretty much was one-on-one with the tight end, ran around him. And then another time he beat Cam Fleming, and another time I'm pretty sure he beat Andrew Thomas maybe again and forced a fumble. They said that the referees were having some issues yesterday, so that last one didn't necessarily count, but it counts for how good he's playing. So I'm definitely excited to see what Lorenzo Carter does this year. If he can build off of this, that will be absolutely amazing. If you're still here, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. If you're still here this deep into the video, there's going to be more Giants content. There's going to be more NFL content. So stay tuned. Definitely let me know what you think down in the comments about this Lorenzo Carter situation. Is this because he's gotten so much better, or is Andrew Thomas going to be horrible? Let me know what you think. It's Diggy546. I'm gonna get out of here. Till next time.